The Grand Tournament series of mission formats for Warhammer 40k has done a lot to improve the game, especially competitively, but it does one thing that I think may actually be harmful. The Warzone Nephilim season introduced faction-specific secondaries for every faction in the game. These are special sub-objectives that players can score victory points on, in place of the standard secondary objectives available for everyone, and compared to the previous GT seasons, unlocked their use much more freely. Players are now able to pick all of their secondaries from faction-specific secondary selections, and some faction secondaries were extremely powerful. While this newfound focus on faction-specific secondaries was novel at the outset of the format, as things have been moving along, the prevalence of faction-specific secondaries is getting a little bit more concerning. Right now, the power level of many factions and matchups in the game feels almost entirely governed by the strength of their faction-specific secondaries rather than list building and play on the table, and many factions are able to base their entire game plan around scoring their faction secondaries. While in some instances this can rescue a faction like Necrons from ignominy, there are other instances like, for example, Chaos Demons, where a faction that's already powerful has one or two fairly strong faction secondaries that can just reinforce their game plan and gives them a huge leg up against other factions that have less powerful secondary objectives. We're probably just a few weeks away from a new chapter approved and a new season of the GT format, so it'll be interesting to see if this gets addressed at all. This issue is compounded by the fact that the Warhammer design team is reticent to change any faction secondaries to rebalance them, although we have seen a couple updates to some old faction secondaries like Space Marines Shock Tactics, which has given them a tiny bit of success.